Breaking overnight, former President Donald Trump is indicted for the fourth time in 5 months.
And a Georgia grand jury handed up to 41 charges against Trump and nearly 24 allies as well. Now, this is a look at those court documents and the long list of charges right now. It's 98 pages long, lists 19 defendants. Trump and his allies are accused of trying to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia. President Biden, you may remember, narrowly won that state by just under 12,000 votes. Joining us now is CBS's Jared Hill, live from New York. And Jared, a lot of people looking at these charges and wondering what comes next as well.
Well, so Adrini and Ryan, next we are going to be waiting for the former president and these defendants to turn themselves in. This latest indictment, though, could be one of the most consequential for former President Trump. The Fulton County prosecutor is saying here that Trump and his allies ran a criminal racketeering enterprise in their attempt to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results.
New legal trouble for former President Donald Trump.
A Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment.
Georgia District Attorney Fonnie Willis late Monday with the 41-count indictment against the GOP frontrunner and 18 of his allies.
The defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result.
The indictment, unsealed before cameras, also names former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Trump's one-time personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. The former New York City mayor, one of those accused of racketeering and conspiracy for allegedly putting in calls to pressure local officials and making false statements about election fraud. Overnight, Giuliani called the indictment part of a book of lies. Georgia's former Republican Lieutenant Governor, Jeff Duncan, testified before the grand jury yesterday.
My hope is that Americans believe us. My hope is that Republicans believe us.
The investigation was first sparked by Trump's January 2021 phone call with Georgia's Secretary of State.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Trump has maintained he didn't do anything wrong, and his campaign called the indictment election interference.
Now, unlike the 3 other criminal cases against the former president, cameras are expected to be allowed in the courtroom for this one, so we could potentially actually see this arraignment taking place on television. Georgia prosecutors again say that Trump and his allies have until next Friday to turn themselves in. Back to you.
And Jared, as you notice, this is Trump's 4th indictment, but we have heard this investigation described as possibly being more serious than the others. Why might that be the case?
Yeah, so Adrini, there are a couple of reasons with this one. On one hand, it's because analysts have long believed that the potential for these charges could be some of the strongest against the former president and his allies. The other thing, though, is that with these RICO charges, they carry a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 to 20 years. And because this is not a federal charge, because these are state charges, Trump would not be able to pardon himself if he is convicted, meaning that potentially he could actually end up serving time, again, if there's a conviction in this case.
Jared, we'll be following this very closely for sure. Thanks for your report.